rocket power.
Hi everyone, this is Jeff of TAOFLEDERMAUS. Several years ago we did a video demonstrating the Gyrojet rocket guns. It's actually quite rare to see anyone actually shooting these because the ammo hasn't been made in about 60 years and is very rare. Now the idea of a rocket-propelled bullet is pretty fascinating, so we wanted to set out and see if we could recreate kind of a modern version of this. Now this is an actual Gyrojet bullet, and a 9mm is kind of small in comparison. And to give you an idea of the size, that is a AAA battery. Inside the Gyrojet round is a tubular-shaped grain of rocket fuel, and inside the center of that is a strip of flash paper to get it ignited. And then it uses a primer to ignite the flash paper. And then the thrust comes out the 4 tiny little slanted nozzles to give it that spin. Our design's a little bit different. Now, first of all, these are 70 caliber instead of 50 caliber, and in order to simplify things, we just have a single nozzle in the center of them. Now, being short and squatty isn't necessarily a bad thing in life, when it comes to bullets at least. So rather than using spin stabilization, we're going to rely on a very nose-heavy design and just use natural stabilization, kind of like a shuttlecock. Now for these first tests, we have a few simple goals. The first one is just simply getting ignition of the rocket. And honestly, if we can't get ignition of the rocket, everything else doesn't really matter. The next goal is just getting stabilization of the projectile itself. The next goal is to get external rocket thrust, the thing actually burning outside the barrel to propel it. And then the final goal is just achieving some kind of accuracy.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to TAOFLEDERMAUS. My name is Shane. This is my brother from another mother, Daniel.
What's up? I'm Daniel, everybody.
And today, what are we shooting today?
We're shooting the rocket slug. It is actually Jeff's creation.
It's kind of like a gyrojet that doesn't gyrate.
Now we're using a smokeless charge to initiate everything, get the slug traveling, and to ignite the rocket fuel. Now we did get ignition of the rocket fuel, which is where all the white smoke is coming from. Unfortunately, most of the ignition is occurring in the barrel still, but it is at least adding to the thrust of the projectile. The rocket fuel adds about 500 feet per second to the overall velocity, which is a blistering 2,000 feet per second, which is pretty darn fast for a 12-gauge slug. In this test, we had ignition of the rocket fuel. We had pretty good accuracy for what it is, and also we had the stability. Here we see the projectile traveling down range. It is flying stable, even though it is kind of bobbing up and down, which is kind of normal for an unspun, stabilized projectile. But overall, pretty impressive for a first test. Let's see how the sort of rocket-powered slug does against the wet magazines.
That one shot super high.
Yeah.
In this shot, we had pretty decent stability. The accuracy, could have been better. Shot a little bit high. But it looked like it hit in a solid enough area of the magazines where it captured the slug, and we can see what kind of damage it actually did.
Super inaccurate.
Okay, so Daniel's gonna cut that thing open and see what it looks like. It hit a couple inches below the top. And they always feel bad. They think it's their aim and everything, but sometimes it's goofy ammo that is the real culprit here.
So we got this giant hole right here in the front. Let's peel this magazine down. It's our second magazine right there. Big old gaping hole. We got this crazy hole at the top.
Yeah, we thought it squirted out there. You could put your finger through that hole. I don't know what caused that, but it kept going. Look at that.
So here's magazine number 3. We'll keep going.
That thing plowed through there, man.
That's crazy, dude. Oh, I think I feel it right here. Yeah, it's right there.
Okay, let's see what it looks like. So it almost made it through. That thing would have been deadly. That's probably 13 or 14 inches of ballistic gel equivalent to.
Yep, there it is.
Oh, look at that. It's all mushroomed.
Yes. Let's do it. Rocket slugs going down range.
Okay, I'm ready. Well, you hit it.
Here you have a pretty good shot showing how stable that slug is flying through the air. That's pretty good. We'll just have to figure out how to either delay the ignition of the rocket engine or use a slower burning propellant. Now let's take a look at the damage to the lead plate.
And you were like aiming like super low, right?
Yeah, I was aiming super low. I was aiming right for the top of this.
Oh, okay. It actually, in reality, it actually went a couple inches above that. If the, you know, that one was more or less more accurate, I guess. But I'm just telling Daniel that no matter how good of a shooter you are, when you're shooting weird slugs like this, that doesn't necessarily help, you know. They'll make the best shooter look like they can't aim. So anyway, there's the lead plate. Put your finger in there, kind of.
Yeah, that's my thumb right there.
Not very deep. Knocked out that little chunk, and we saw that on the high-speed camera, kind of flying out of there.
Okay.
And the slug itself kind of shot straight up and mushroomed, and you can't even tell what even hit that. That's a weird-looking impact. Very shallow crater, though. Now that, and something penetrated that. You have to watch the last video to see what happened there.
Man, this is impressive though for being such a light, hollowed little rocket. I mean,
yeah, it's you know, half an ounce or so, probably less by the time it hits. All right, at least you hit it. That's good.
finally.
Okay, we got the TAOFLEDER head. He's got kind of a blue brain matter this time. We'll see if Daniel can hit it. We're pretty close. We're like 12 yards away now.
Ready. Let's do it. Let's send it down range.
In this shot, we can see that the slug is wobbling back and forth, and it's kind of amazing he hit the head at all. And we get a glimpse of one of the other secret components flying off to the right there, a penny with a hole in it. And we can also see the gas seal kind of tumbling. The good news is we can get another shot on this head and see if we can get a better shot this time.
Okay, I think he hit exactly where Amanda hit in the last video. Right in the forehead there where the needlers hit. If you haven't seen that video, you need to check it out. Look at the needle tracks out of that thing. And but it was enough to burst the water bottle inside. Wasn't a great reaction, but oh, these things are extremely unpredictable.
Damn,
You're having too much fun there, I think. Your mom's gonna be watching this.
Sorry, Mom.
She's gonna hit you with her flip-flops. Okay, we're gonna have Shane take a shot now. What we're trying to do is rule out if it's the shooter or the slug. I'm pretty sure it's the slug.
I think it's the slug too. Daniel's a good shot.
Yeah. Okay, anytime you're ready.
All right, rocket power.
Oh! Yeah! Okay, that was a little more reactive.
Right?
Oh! Yeah!
Now this slug, it was much more stable and much more accurate, and Shane just nailed it right in the center. Then he had to show off by hitting the glasses with the penny. That's some trick shooting, folks. It was pretty surprising how much energy that penny had, because it wasn't flying as fast as the slug for sure. Inside the head is just an ordinary water bottle with some dish soap and some dye.
The difference between your shot and Daniel's shot is his was wobbling all over the place.
Yeah, it was just the luck of the draw. I
Yeah.
happened to get a slug that flew straight.
Yeah, poor Daniel, it was a miracle he hit it at all, in fact.
Oh yeah, no, it was impressive.
Yeah.
But I lucked out. A little bit of luck, a little bit of skill, I guess. Whatever you want to call it.
A little bit of rock and roll.
Yeah, a little bit of rocket power. we caught perfectly in the side temple area, and we split the top of the TAOFLEDER head.
Oh
open.
wow, okay. And we spit out pieces of the bottle.
Yeah, we got pieces of water bottle all over the place. And the best part about this, you guys will see it in the slow-mo, the trailing penny, attack was pretty spectacular.
Yeah. The glasses, it broke the arms off the ear arms or whatever you call those.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a technical name for those.
Hands down, one of the
and it was like, oh
slow-mos.
good, the glasses are going to survive. Then here comes the penny and wham, it's like, oh my gosh, I would not want to be hit by a penny.
The penny to ruin your day.
All right.
Success.
Should we try the gel shot?
I think we should. Let's do it.
Okay. All right.
All right, so this is pretty cool. We were looking through the top and I saw something down in here, and let's see if I can get it out.
That's the bottle.
There it is. I don't know if that's the whole slug or part of the slug.
That's got to be the whole thing.
Yeah. No.
It's like, what is that? A piece of the glasses?
So this is the top
it looks
of
like
it.
it's split open.
It got pushed in and just ripped it open apart.
That's I don't know how that happened.
There's no exit wound on the other side?
I guess not.
No, it stayed in. There's nothing on the back.
We thought it just went clean through. That's
Amazing.
wild.
That's cool.
That's very low
That is
penetration.
Yeah.
I didn't think the steel was that soft.
No, the energy dump from this soft steel that's impressive. That was a great shot.
Oh yeah, and it's all has sharp corners and everything. I would not want that in my body.
No, I'm good.
Oh, that's wild.
That was cool.
3, 2.
Okay.
There it is. 2.
It looks like Shane got a really nice dead center shot with that, and look at that slug. It almost made it out the end of the block. Now, I really didn't plan on shooting the block of gel with these slugs, but I had this block with me, and we thought we'd give it a try. We didn't know if we'd actually hit it or not, because the accuracy of these were, I don't know, hit and miss.
Despite the goofy aerodynamics of this, somehow Shane just really dead centered that block. That's impressive.
Yeah, what's interesting, I didn't notice until right now, it almost looks like the gel got burnt a little bit coming inside the first little bit.
Sometimes from friction. And what's that above it?
So about an inch above, this is actually the gas seal right here.
Yeah, it went in about an inch.
There it is. So I mean, that would ruin your day as well, having that.
Yeah. Okay, now rotate the block to the side. The other side.
Other side.
Yeah, the direction of your shooting.
The dyslexic in me's coming out.
That's not a bad shot. The penetration is the block is 16 inches, so it probably is about 3 inches short from the end, so about 13 inches of penetration. So that's pretty good for the FBI standards, I guess.
And there's a penny actually trailing behind it.
Yeah, there's a penny as part of the load.
I mean, that's a good 4 inches into it as well.
This is some hillbilly stuff here, man.
But if we go ahead,
I didn't want to give away my secrets. Oh, that's a really good shot of the slug.
There's the
So
slug.
it came in that way. Nice feathering, disruption of the gel, and
nice dive down. The front of it's mushroomed inwards.
okay, see if you can cut that thing out of there.
All right.
It's right near the end. Don't break your cool little knife there.
Oh, good thing about cheap knives is they're easily replaceable. All right, come on, baby.
Don't
There
drop
we go.
it. Oh, there. Okay, there. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's not helping, Jeff. Focus. What is up with this camera? There we go. That looks pretty good.
So it almost looks like there is some like little rifling sections on the side of it. From that
Yeah, I don't
choke.
know what that is from. I don't know if that matches. I don't think it was. I saw one high-speed clip where it looked like it was rotating a little tiny bit, but
Yeah, that choke's probably not enough to really.
I just
get
put
it
that
going?
choke in it to protect the threads.
Oh, okay.
That's all I did, you know.
Gotcha.
Instead of using like a cylinder choke or something like that. Because the slug is too small to actually engage the rifling. It's like trying to run a quarter 20 bolt through a 3/8 nut, you know. It just it's not going to engage.
That's what she said.
So all the powder is gone from it. Look at it's very interesting expansion there, though.
I mean, the resistance from the front of that once it goes into something is
Right, yeah.
I mean, it stopped. I mean, what?
I wouldn't
14
say these are a
inches?
complete failure, but they were kind of a failure. So it's amazing you were able to. We had so many inaccuracy problems and a couple of stability problems, but the fact that just surprised me you hit the block at all. Let's just say that.
But at the end of the day, we overcame and conquered.
Yeah.